Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're diving into the hidden science that connects, well, pretty much everything, from the food you eat to the rocket ships that go to space. It's this invisible force that's shaping our reality every single second.
I mean, think about it for a second. What on earth could link these three things? You've got this tiny flickering flame, a massive tower of steel and concrete, and a machine with unbelievable power that literally defies gravity. But believe it or not, they are all connected by one single powerful science.
Yep, the answer is chemistry. It's the secret thread weaving through everything we see and touch. It's the science that explains what stuff is made of, why it does what it does, and how we can completely transform it. And if you understand chemistry, you basically get the instruction manual for the world.
And when I say chemistry is everywhere, I'm not kidding. This isn't just something that happens in a fancy lab with bubbling beakers. No, it's the engine running in the background of your life all the time.
So, what is it really? Okay, at its heart, chemistry is the science of change. It zooms in on the teeniest building blocks of everything. We're talking atoms and molecules. And it figures out the rules for how they stick together, fall apart, and become something new.
What's so cool is that you see these chemical reactions all day long. I mean, cooking an egg, that's pure chemistry in action. You're completely changing the structure of the proteins in there. That old iron gate that's getting rusty, or even the leaves decaying in the garden, that's a super complex chemical process happening right in front of you.
And it's not just things happening. It's the stuff we use every single day. The soap you washed your hands with this morning, the plastic case on your phone, even the butter or margarine you put on your toast. All of it exists because we figured out how to put molecules together in just the right way. Okay, so how do we actually figure all this stuff out? How do scientists make these incredible discoveries? Well, they're not just guessing. They follow a really powerful step-by-step plan.
And this is that blueprint for discovery. It all starts with just noticing something, seeing a pattern, or asking a question about the world. From that, a scientist comes up with a testable idea, called a hypothesis. Then comes the important part. They test it over and over. And if the idea holds up to all that testing, that's when it can become a real scientific theory. It's this really disciplined way of turning simple curiosity into solid knowledge.
And by using this method, chemistry hasn't just given us answers, it has totally reshaped our entire civilization. It's literally built the world we live in today.
Just look at the basics. Chemistry gave us fertilizers that feed billions of people and ways to keep food from going bad. It created the strong, cheap fabrics we all wear and the concrete and steel that build our homes and cities. Seriously, if you took any one of these away, our world would look completely different.
This quote really hits home because it's about the most personal thing there is, our health. Think about it. Antibiotics, vaccines, painkillers, the medicines that have basically doubled human life expectancy are all a direct result of chemical research. You could say it's chemistry's greatest gift to all of us.
And just think about how we get around. In less than a single lifetime, we went from animal-drawn cards to supersonic jets made of these crazy advanced alloys that can handle incredible heat and stress. We even figured out the chemistry for the rocket fuel that took us all the way to the moon. That whole journey was powered by chemical breakthroughs.
But this amazing story of progress has a shadow side. All this incredible power to change our world came with consequences. Consequences that nobody really saw coming. It's almost like for every promise of a better, modern world, there was a hidden price tag. The very same industrial power that built our comfortable lives started causing some really serious, unforeseen problems for our planet and for us.
And you don't have to look far to see these problems. Corrosion, rust, is constantly eating away at our bridges and buildings. Pollution from factories and cars messes with our air and water. And tragically, the same chemical genius that creates life-saving medicines can be twisted to make incredibly dangerous and addictive drugs. And if you could zoom in, this is what that destruction looks like at the molecular level. This little equation shows you the exact moment a solid piece of iron starts to fall apart, losing electrons and kicking off that chain reaction we call rust. It's this silent, slow-motion disaster that costs us billions every year. But
Beyond all the damage to our environment and our buildings, there's a really deep human cost. Drug addiction, which is fueled by the misuse of chemistry, has become a massive crisis, and it's especially devastating for young people.
But the story doesn't end on a down note. Because here's the thing. If chemistry helped create some of these problems, it also holds the key to solving them. We are now heading into chemistry's next big chapter, and it might just be its most important one yet.
This right here, this gets to the heart of it all. The answer isn't to turn our backs on the science. It's to use it with more wisdom, with more foresight. We have to use what we know not just to build new things, but to fix our planet and to manage the powerful tools we've already created.
And this is where it's all happening. Across every one of these fields, chemists are right there on the front lines. They're the ones developing green energy, inventing plastics that biodegrade, creating safer medicines, and figuring out sustainable ways to grow our food. They're not just creating the future anymore, they're working to fix the problems of the past. So in the end, chemistry is a tool. It's an unbelievably powerful tool that has both built up our world and, in some ways, damaged it. The science itself just gives us the power to shape reality. The real question, the one that's going to define our future, is what do we choose to do with that power next?